What's going on, guys? Venom here, and today I'm going to show you something really cool. This is my desk. Okay, no, that's not what I'm actually here to show you. I'm actually here to show you something that Venom Paintballs, a company, purchased as of yesterday as of filming. Friday, the 1st of July, 2022. I apologize, the camera's a little shaky because my hand's a little shaky, and that's what's holding the camera up. But despite having a messy desk, I have a lot of cool projects going on. A lot of which may never see the light of day, unfortunately. But let's show you guys. Okay, well, I have lots to show you guys. We have lots of stuff. There was tons and tons of items in this collection, and I can't wait to show you all each of them. And as you can see, each of these here, there's a lot going on here. Many things that customizers are without is actually stands. So we have, what is it, like 5 or 6 different variations of stands that'll be coming to the site soon. So that's exciting. I need to double check, make sure these stud holes are the right size. So I don't know. These were made probably 2 or 3 years ago, and so it's a matter of going back and checking each individual thing because there's a lot of things going on and a lot of things are going wrong. And I'll show you guys here in a second. But continuing on with the stands, I actually have our Din Djarin kit that just launched yesterday as well, from Tug Minifigures on a magma stand, I think is what it's called. Can't wait to show you these. So we got ones that are from a magma variation. This is another one. No, actually, I think that's a stone one. And then we got wood, and we got this magma one, which would be really cool for like a lava effect. Lots of really cool ideas and a lot of things you can do here, like just tons and tons of stuff. And then moving beyond the obvious, we have some additional helmets that'll be coming to the site soon, which are Ronin and I'm yet to figure out a name for Mr. Bonesy here, because what this is actually just like a bone version of a Mando helmet, which is actually really cool. It actually kind of shows like tissue and all sorts of really cool stuff. I'm not sure what's going on in this back here. Maybe my supports weren't good, or I don't know. But it's a really cool concept. So that's something to look forward to, along with the Ronin, which has actually become very famous on Instagram, thanks to NN Figures. He had a collection of these, and he's been using them for a lot of very high-selling figures. I think several of them past the $200 mark, and pretty crazy if you ask me. And also, I don't know what this is. I'll probably have to go back and reinforce this before we launch it, because that shouldn't be there. But very cool. So this is just like a Mando Samurai helmet, which is really neat. And then this is not in the file collection, but we have a Kylo Ren helmet eventually coming. I'm working on scaling it up a little bit because the owner of this file has it scaled down to where it's too tiny to fit. So yeah. And then we also got Dexter. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Could be 100% wrong. Dex. And this is kind of his bust. So this would be a great, I think you can use, we'll test the legs for the first time. You'll get my reaction. And so it should just go on. Okay, there we go. So it's a little snaps in place a little bit. I think it's much more of a pressure fit than like an actual geometrical fit. And you can use up to 4 arms, it looks like. However, the legs look like it might get in the way. So that might be something to look at before we launch it. But y'all getting a first peek at this before we actually do any modifications to these files. There's a lot of stuff that may change, and just tons of stuff that needs to be reworked. We got Baby Yoda with I think this was like a Porg in the render. You can't really tell with the print, but it's pretty cool. It also has the stud, so you can actually sit it on here. Takes a little bit of pressure to get on, but there you go. Cute little thing. And we also have a little Seeker Droid. He has a little antenna too, so this is like one of Maul's Seeker Droids. And it had a little antenna, but it broke off because of how thin it was. So that's pretty cool. And we got Thrawn's little lizard. Should hang off on the shoulder of a figure. It's really cool, because I don't think these have seen the light of day in I don't know how long. And we also have, I think we're going to move on to what I think all of y'all will be really excited for, which are the Droidicas, and the droids in general. So this is the model Droidica, which we will have soon. I say soon because there's a lot of things wrong. So let me talk about what's wrong with the droids. That way you guys get an idea as to why these aren't going to launch initially and why we're not releasing them like today. So the way the legs attach to the body and any pivot point are all way too tight. So if you were to try to use this and try to assemble it, what would be the right way, which is with the joints it already has, along with let me see, where's the back end? The Lego antennas, cut the black pieces aside and put them in between the joints, right there. There we go. Then it would be too tight and you'd snap the part. I've already had multiple happen where that's just unfortunately been the product. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here we go. Oh, just a Battle Droid. So this is how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to go through and through and act as a pivot for it, but you can see that it's snapped, and so I haven't actually taken the time to reassemble it onto the Battle Droid over there. So that's fun. So currently this thing's held together by a lot of glue, as y'all can probably see, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we'll get it fixed and resolved by the time we release it. So y'all won't have the same issues I'm having, because they're not fun. Yeah, like the head here broke because it's way too tight of a fit. You can kind of see how it's just not meant to fit. This insert tab that goes in between these two just doesn't work. So that's currently glued on. But right now you can move the legs, and that's about all you can move without gluing it. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I'm still working on attaching the other arm. What it should be like for anything is actually a good representation of our B1 Battle Droid that we launched, I think it was last week. So this is our B1 Battle Droid. This is one of my favorite things that we've ever launched on our website. It has the correct amount of pivots. You can move freely without having to worry about it breaking too much. However, the only thing that I would be ever concerned about for anybody that buys this kit is inserting the head. Inserting the head is probably one of the hardest things without breaking, and if you do break it, compared to how these work, it's much better. Like, I mean, you might, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Come on. You see that little joint right here on the right? It's usually most prone to break on my end, but you can always go back and glue that piece back in and have it in, because the ball joint fits perfectly in between them, and you can move it perfect. You know, you can move it around, pose it around, do whatever. I'm kind of limited by my finger right now. And then the arm joints are also posable, so you can move them. You gotta have a little bit of support, otherwise it'll slide out of position, because it is a little looser. But see, like, you can do it without. Okay, see, that's a good example of it coming out. You can't really glue more than one part in. Like, you can glue the black piece in only in one area, and so it just is what it is. If you're careful with it, though, it's perfectly fine. It's just that I have one hand, and usually I highly recommend using two hands when posing it. But these are highly posable, and you can do whatever you want. And currently, these actually have magnetic backpacks. We'll be launching an animated version as well soon. I actually think I misplaced the right backpack, so this is just one that I'll have to clip on. But there's tabs on the inside of the backpack that connect to the body of the droid. So these little tabs right here. And it has magnet too, so it'll just clip on if you do it the right way. I didn't do it the right way, so don't learn from me. That's the first time you'll ever hear it on this channel. Yeah, and then we got, of course, the B2 Battle Droid right here. You can see it's kind of falling apart. I had to glue the arm on. I have to glue on the other arm still, but you get the idea of what it is. I'm not sure how the original creator designed the arms to work without breaking them, but yeah. And then we of course have the Scuba Droid, which I'm actually probably the most excited for because it just looks so cool. They're also currently glued in place, as you can tell, because of the glossy areas. And I snapped part of the ball joint off right here. And the head's actually currently glued on in two different places because of how fragile this is. Only on this side. Let's see if I can get it to move. This is the only part that's actually posable right now, is this arm. There we go. So we can kind of get it to move. Not designed the bestest in the world, but hey, it works. And it worked in the past for people that bought them, and that's what matters. We're hoping to redo it, make it better. And then we got the Commando Droid right here. This is another one I'm super excited for because it just looks so cool, all said and done. Hopefully we'll get the joints properly mixed so you can pose it, make it look like a hunter or do whatever you want with it. Again, these are like scale model kits, so these were actually scaled for, crap, just dropped the beat too. They were scaled for Black Series before, and then the previous owner scaled them down and redid them for Lego scale, which I'm super excited about. As I close this video, I do have a little challenge for y'all. If you can name what droid this comes from, I'll give you a shout out in the next video. Good luck! Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means a lot that y'all would turn into this video, and as we're trying to put out more content, let me know what you guys think about the new release that's coming up. Wave 7 is the tentative date for all of this, and y'all can keep your eyes out on our Instagram for more updates. If you like this video, maybe you'll like our Dinjarin kit we showed off earlier in this video. You can find that on vetempaintball.store. And if you want to continue watching, maybe you want something from our channel, or maybe something YouTube recommends you right here. I don't know. You do you. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.